Hello, welcome to another episode of Gabbing with Grethers. Could you please introduce yourself to the camera?
Yes, my name is Linedy Genao, and I play Myrtle Wilson in The Great Gatsby on Broadway.
What is it like stepping into a role that is so tragic but beloved and known ahead of time by audiences?
I honestly don't think about it too much because if I do, it kind of freaks me out. But I love it because people come in with this preconceived notion of who they think they're going to see, what show they think they're going to see, and they're pleasantly surprised. Especially, I think, with my take of Myrtle, it's very different. I bring my own spin to it. And I don't know, I'm having so much fun. I relate so much to her, and it is very cool to play someone that, again, the entire world is aware of or knows.
I've seen some of your take on her on Instagram and TikTok because you
Oh,
have a
gosh.
lot of fun videos. You recently did the one that was like, my husband's going to show you his favorite billboard.
Mhm.
And I feel like the personality even comes across on videos, and it's such a fun character. That's one thing I really like as someone who read the book in high school and then kind of forgot about it, as many do. Coming to this is the way that this show in particular empowers the women in it that the book kind of forgets about them. So
Yeah.
how do you feel about that empowerment or take on the women?
I mean, I love that this show expands on that a little more because, again, the book, didn't. And especially with my character, she's not a bad person. She's just trying to make ends meet to get out of the circumstance she's in, to advance in society. She's stuck, just like when we all feel stuck, whether it's, the 1920s or 2025. We do what we have to do to survive. We do what we have to do to excel. We do what we have to do to make ourselves happy. And obviously, spoiler alert, her story ends, tragically. But she's just a human being that is flawed and dealing with the cards that she was dealt and trying to make the best out of her life, despite, what society says that she is allowed to be or not to be.
I am bawling my eyes out because you're like, oh my God, she has agency. She's doing something. She's taking action. And then it's just the saddest, most tragic way for it to end.
It's tragic. It's tragic. And, it's crazy how her and Gatsby kind of die with this realization of my dream is right here, right here, right here. I can see it. I can taste it. I can feel it. And boom, this tragedy ends. But Myrtle, I guess with Gatsby, he probably knows that, Daisy's never going to come back, but he doesn't want to believe that. But Myrtle, right before, spoiler alert, something really bad happens to her, I'm not going to say, right before that happens, she realizes, oh my gosh, I'm stuck. It doesn't matter what road I take. It's a one-way road no matter what. Literally, that's what I sing. And she realizes that right before this tragedy happens, when she's going to, go back to whatever decision it is that she discovers throughout that song. So it's heartbreaking that's how her story ends.
Let's talk about how you keep your voice and your body healthy. 8 shows a week is not for the faint of heart. It is exhausting. Your entire life revolves around doing this schedule. And so what do you do on the days that you're on 2-show days, on off days, to make sure that you are ready?
I mean, to be honest, I'm still learning. Every show is different. Every day is different. There are days where I wake up and I'm like, I can sing right now at 7 a.m. And there's other days where it takes me hours and work to warm up my voice. It's crazy. But, it's life. One day you might be stressed or dehydrated or something, outside factors. I'm, a wife and a mom and just a lot like life, But what I try to do consistently is easier said than done. Rest. Hydration. First thing I do before I have my delicious morning cup of coffee, because that's what I look forward to every morning, is try to chug a lot of water, a lot of lemon water. I steam. I kind of do a very light warm up every morning to just see where I'm at. Again, see how much work I have to put into, what my voice needs that day. I've been really into, obviously now that the weather's nicer, walking outside, and that's helped me a lot just to have a routine every week of, warming up my body because I'm not very disciplined on my own. I will say I'm better in like a class environment, but like
I need that teacher like yelling at me.
thank you. Same. And then other than that, when I get into the theater, warming up my voice, physical warm up. And I'm a creature of habit. I listen to the same playlist every single day to get ready, and then something different to like hype me up, to just get me like my mental state in like a fun,
so fun.
Yeah.
Who's on your playlist? Like what songs?
Who's on my playlist? Oh gosh. Well, the first.
I mean, you can grab your phone if you need to look.
Okay. Well, I already know. Okay. My first playlist is called Café con Leche on Spotify. It's a very zen, chill, playlist that I use to like put on my makeup and everything like that. And then it varies. Every day I might put a salsa playlist, a reggaeton playlist, hip hop, 90s, just whatever I'm feeling in that.
That's so
day.
Fun.
Yeah.
Are there days, I'm assuming varying with the playlist, that there's some days where you're like, I am tired today. I need extra energy.
Oh, yeah.
And the playlist or other things in your routine can help you wake up and get in.
Oh yes, especially on 2 show days. I have to get out and get a walk in, get some fresh air to get out of this theater, this building. There's no windows in my room, so obviously, that's hard too. But on those days where I need that extra push, again, I put on something that amps me up. I'll get a coffee, like a chai, a dirty chai, and then I'm bouncing off the walls. Also, what I love doing on Saturdays for Snob, Saturday night on Broadway, at the half-hour call, I'll put on the loudspeaker a song that amps everybody up. And I love that people tell me, like, I'm looking forward to your song for Snob. And I'm like, oh my gosh, the pressure, the pressure.
Pick a different song each week.
I do. And so, yeah, and then I'll like, improv above the song or just play it. So it's a lot of fun and something that'll like give us that extra push.
That's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Does it feel different with this show because you have a 2-show day on a Thursday instead of a Wednesday? Like, is it more exhausting to do Thursday, Friday, Saturday like that?
This schedule is, any Broadway schedule is hard, but this schedule for sure, we come back on a Wednesday. So 1 show, tomorrow 2 shows, Friday 1 show, Saturday 2 shows, Sunday 1, like we don't get a chance to recover. So the schedule, is really hard. And I feel like the week goes by so fast because we're coming back into a new week in the middle of the week. Tomorrow is going to be 4 months since I've been in the show. 4 months. I can't believe it.
That's so quick because I feel like you just came on.
I literally just came on in March.
Having a slightly different schedule because it means if you have the energy, you can go see your friends and other things.
1000%.
So many people don't ever get to see any other shows when they're on and in a contract because everything's the same schedule.
Yeah. So I love watching Wednesday matinees because I have to come into the city anyway. I live on Long Island. So, I try not to come on Tuesdays on the day off unless I have to, so that I'm home enjoying, my time off, doing groceries, cleaning, the usual. And then I love to watch Wednesday matinees, and then I come to do my show, and it inspires me so much more. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm about to be on stage, and as an audience member, soaking that in, learning, experiencing, and then being able to, pour that all out at this, hours later is an incredible experience.
Okay, so you live out on Long Island.
Yes.
Controversial, like debated argument among New Yorkers. Do you call it LIRR, Long Island Railroad, LIRR?
LIRR.
Okay.
I'm not a Long Islander though, but I live on Long Island.
Okay. I think so many people would be surprised to know when they go see a Broadway show, the number of performers and crew members who are just like on the subway right after.
And people that commute from far, there's people commuting in our cast from Connecticut, from upstate New York, from Long Island, from Jersey. I don't know, it's not that far, but there's people that are coming from all over. Yeah.
It's incredible to me how much people commute for New York City. And it's like, okay, I technically live in New York City, but it could still take me 45 minutes to get here. And then there's someone who lives in a different state and it takes them 10 minutes to get here. And it's just like, none of this makes sense.
Not to mention within the same borough.
Oh, yeah.
I was born in Brooklyn, and there's parts of Brooklyn I've never even been to and never realized growing up how big Brooklyn is. So
Brooklyn is giant.
Humongous.
And so much of it is inaccessible because there's no subway or buses that get to it.
Exactly.
You mentioned earlier music you listen to get ready. Is there a certain artist who you think, oh, this person's a fantastic composer, they should write a musical, or their song should be turned into a musical?
Oh my gosh. Well, I would have said Alicia Keys, but she already did. Thank goodness.
That's fantastic.
I grew up listening to Christina Aguilera, but burlesque is burlesque is coming out kind of along the lines. Adele. I know. Come on and let me out. Adele. I love. Celine Dion. Celine Dion.
We had Titanic, which is not
You're
a
right.
jukebox musical.
I didn't get to
but
see it. You're right. Lady Gaga.
surely that's coming someday. It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be.
And Selena the musical. Selena. Bidi bidi bam bam.
Yes.
Como la flor. Como la flor was actually my audition song for the open call of On Your Feet, and I made my Broadway debut with that show 10 years ago.
That's such a good song.
Yeah.
That's such a good.
Yeah.
I grew up in Texas, so
Yes.
Selena all over.
Okay. Yep.
Every single time we had a substitute, there were like 2 movies that we either watched. And it was either Selena or Mr. Holland's Opus. Other movies or autobiographies or books that you think should be turned into a stage musical?
But a book that did become a play that I didn't get to see, and I'm heartbroken. The Kite Runner. It was on Broadway for a few weeks, and I unfortunately didn't get to see it. Also, Life of Pi became a play. I got to see that. That was amazing.
Do you have any advice you would give your younger self?
Ooh, where do I start? What I always say, what's meant for you is meant for you and will not pass you by. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. The amount of times I've limited myself, or, have heard friends limiting themselves because of what we express, what we say about ourselves, before we even give ourselves the opportunity to try and to fail, because we have to fail to learn. So just believe in yourself and get out of your own way. The possibilities are endless. When I finally turned that switch and was like, I can do this, I'm capable, I'm going to do my best. It doesn't matter the outcome. I'm going to do this for me. That's when incredible things have happened for me. So yeah, get out of your own way. Get out of your own way.
Do you have a favorite role you've ever played, or role that you really want to play?
Not being biased because I'm doing it right now, but Myrtle is so much fun. And I think it's because, again, in the beginning, she's fun. She's the life of the party. She's vibrant. She's trying to do, again, everything that she needs to do to succeed. And then obviously in Act 2, she has this tragedy, this song where she's going through it. So I get kind of like the best of both worlds, a really fun song and a really tragic song. But also, I think coming off of, doing Bad Cinderella, which was, one of the most incredible experiences of my life.
But probably exhausting.
Yes.
You were on stage nonstop.
Yeah, and, being Cinderella and Bad Cinderella. I'm not Gatsby in The Great Gatsby. Sorry, riding my carton. I can't imagine the pressure. But, I don't feel that same pressure. And I'm not being reviewed. All eyes are not on me. It's not, the expectations, are very different. I get to come in, have fun, do my own take on the role and the show, and, just leave it be, So I don't feel that immense pressure that I did with Bad Cinderella. So that already is liberating in a way. And I get to be blonde. I've never been blonde in my life, and my wig is fierce.
Your wig is so fun.
Thank you, Michael Dondonville.
Anything else you want to share or say?
I love Grethers.
Oh, yeah. You need to try the new ginger lemon.
Okay. Let's see. I got introduced to Grethers during On Your Feet in my Broadway debut because everybody used to have them. Okay, where's the...
It'll be the orange one.
Ginger lemon. Let me tell you, I love me some lemon ginger tea, ginger anything. So this is going to change my life. Okay.
It is my favorite flavor.
I cannot wait.
I have all of them at my apartment. This is the only one I eat now.
Okay. Moment of truth. Dun, da, da, da. My taste buds are on fire. This is
It's so good.
Sorry if you hear my saliva up in here, but it's good.
It almost burns, it tingles. It's so forward.
This is delicious. And somebody told me this trick where you cut them in half. So
I learned that from an Alphabez will do that, and they'll put it in their cheek like a chipmunk.
And sing?
Yeah. And it's I don't know how you could do that, especially
that's brave.
Doing that track.
I can't.
But
wow.
Yeah. We have a lot of people who will tell us that when they go out to start the show, they have one in their mouth, and then it's they're having to rapidly chew.
Oh, I do that right before secondhand suit. I for sure do that.
You're just aggressively chewing it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's
such a fun song.
Delicious.
You are a secondhand suit.
I'm done with secondhand suits. Yep.
Thank you so much. This was really fun.
Thank you so much.